Today, we're going to show you how to breathe some new life into some sad old pannier bags.
That is a sad old bag.
Steady on, Ralph.
What?
As you can see, it's terribly sun-faded, and the cloth's all limp and lifeless.
How long have you had them, Justin?
Oh, it must be about 5 years now. They've been really good, and they've always been out in the elements. Wind, rain and shine, they've been out there.
Are they waterproof?
No, not really. Never have been. But they will be. Just to give you an idea of how far they've gone, take a look at this.
Wow! Did you do that with the paint?
No, Ralph, don't be daft. This is a new one.
Well, if you've got some new ones, why are you painting the old ones?
Well, Ralph, I have a rule. If I buy something good, I always buy another one. But because it was 5 years ago, I forgot I had them.
You crazy boy.
Anyway, we're going to be using this wonderful stuff, rubber paint by ZQ.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I have no idea, Ralph. Probably not. Many other brands are also available. Safety first, Ralph?
Yes. Don't forget to wear a mask, some glasses, and gloves.
First of all, stuff the bag with any old rubbish just to give it some shape.
The weather, Justin.
Oh yeah, it is best to do this job outside because the paint is cellulose based and it stinks. Choose a day with no rain, of course, and a slight breeze is okay, but wind is definitely a no-no because it will carry all the paint away from the job.
Don't forget to close and cover all the zippers, because if you don't, they will never open again.
Indeed, Ralph. Thank you very much.
You should also shake the can of paint vigorously for a few minutes before you start the job.
Yes, I already did that before we started the video. So the first coat wants to be very thin, just to allow the paint to key into the material. Don't try to cover everything with the first coat.
What about the spraying, Justin? The last time I tried to spray something, I got in a right old mess. Runs everywhere.
Well, I'm not great at this, and there will be many professionals out there laughing at me. But there is one very important rule. When you press the nozzle, your hand must be moving. You can see that my hand is constantly moving when the paint is coming out. If you're not moving, you will get far too much paint in one area, and then you will get runs.
What do you mean, don't paint the entrance flap?
The entrance flap is the mouth of the bag where you put things in. If you paint this, it may make it difficult to put things in the bag later. This is rubber paint, and it really does grip things.
It's really great to see all that horrible stuff disappearing under the paint.
Yeah, and this is just the first coat. It's very light. We are not even trying to cover everything. This rubber paint is great stuff. It has many very forgiving properties, and it's not expensive. I paid about $10 for 2 cans, 400ml, and it will take about 1 can per bag. That's 1 thin coat and a thick coat and some touching up.
I've seen some videos on YouTube where people have painted their whole car.
Yeah, that's another great thing about this paint. If you're painting onto metal and you make a mistake, you can peel it off and try again. You can't do that with material though, like we're doing. That's going to stick like glue. Okay, so we'll just look for any bits that we might have missed. And we're going to let it dry for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Is that all?
Well, that's what it says on the can. Okay, now the second coat is going to go on much thicker. We are trying to cover everything now. Just make sure that your hand keeps moving when you're pressing the nozzle.
All the straps on the pannier bags are making it much easier to move around.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a really easy job. I think anybody could do this.
Put your foot on the gas, Justin.
Good idea, Ralph. We don't want this to go on forever, do we?
That's better.
And you can see I'm really laying it on quite thick now, and over painting as well. And it's no problem for this paint at all. Oh, I've just remembered a paint story. My friend was a painter, and he tried to take a 5-litre can of paint to another country in his check-in baggage. Yeah, he was in Amsterdam, and when his case came through onto the carousel, the paint had opened and there was paint leaking out of his bag.
What did he do?
Well, he wanted to just walk away, pretend it wasn't his bag, but it had his name on it. So he took it off the carousel and took it to the toilet and tried to clean it up. A trail of paint followed him to the restroom.
What a nightmare.
So he stuffed all his clothes into a polythene bag because they were ruined, and tried to clean himself up with toilet paper. But the paint was drying, so it was all sticking to him.
Did he get arrested?
No, the police let him go. I don't think they wanted paint on their uniforms.
Aye up.
Save some paint for later. Don't empty the can. You'll need it to touch up. Sorry about the digression, folks. So leave the bag to dry for about 15 or 20 minutes. And now we're just looking for areas where the paint might be a bit thin, parts that we might have missed, and just touching up generally.
Are you wearing a mask, Justin?
No, Ralph, I'm holding my breath. I used to be a deep-sea diver, diving for pearls, so we learned how to hold our breath for minutes at a time. Anyway, there is a nice breeze taking the paint away from me.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. You're smart, Justin.
Well, I'm not just a pretty face, you know, Ralph. There we go. Just a reminder not to paint the entrance flap. It'll make things difficult to get in and out of the bag if we do that. Well, I think that's just about got it, and we are running very low on paint just about now. So let's put it up to dry and leave it overnight to give the paint time to cure properly.
It's got a really nice matte black finish.
Yeah, and the paint's really put some body back into the cloth. But still flexible. One of the bags was in really bad condition, but you can see how the paint has stopped the fraying.
Rubber paint. It's great.
So here we go. They're on the bike, and I think they look great.
Yeah, Justin. I think they're amazing. By the way, is that a Bridgestone logo you've got on there?
Yeah, why?
Well, everybody knows that Bridgestone make cheap, crappy bikes.
It's an anti-theft device. Nobody's going to steal a Bridgestone. Giving it a good squeeze here.
Give it some welly.
Good strong squeeze. And is it going to come back? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Really nice.
Oh,
Oh, wow. It's really strong.
very strong.
Okay, everybody. So thanks for watching our first do-it-yourself video. Hope you enjoyed it and you find it very useful. Please like, share, subscribe, dislike.
Come on, Ralph. Stop playing the YouTube prima donna. You know nobody watches the video to the end anyway.
They might.
Not.